Hi, this is Majinoni, and here's my review for Green Arrow number 3. Now, I know I always make DC fans wait days for your reviews, so I thought I'd get you off with a 1-2 real quick. So we'll start off with Green Arrow number 3. There's going to be some spoilers, so if you haven't read your book, obviously come back later. As I mentioned before in my comic pool video, I really like this poster. Cover. It's really detailed, looks lifelike, and then you got an arrow stuck right in Oliver Queen's head, which actually happened in the previous issue. But we already know that since there's an issue 4, he's going to get healed since he's in the Forest of Life. So let's take a look here at what's going on. Now, a quick recap of what happened. Oliver's still he's still kind of like alive right now, which I don't buy for a second, considering where it landed. But he's going through, man, I wish I'd just stayed dead back on the island type thing, and I didn't have to go through all of this. Well, if you remember the previous issue, you had that guy in the forest come at the very beginning of the issue. Well, he comes back again right at the time of these dogs that are looking to chomp on dinner, and he manages to save them, or save Al. Now, you can tell again he's still alive, which I'm like, well, alright, it's the Forest of Life, so I'll give you just this much leeway. So he dumps him into the pool, and Oliver's basically reliving his past when he was all of his failures, basically. And he's asking, you deserve to live, do you? Question mark. And we go more about his past with his mom, his relationship with the dad, and how his dad was a ladies' man, and they had to basically, the mom and father had a horrible relationship, but at least he kind of seemed to care about the son just a little bit. And then finally he becomes, he wakens to life again, and you see the symbol. Now, this is a part here where he's like, who are you? Why'd you try to kill me? And he's like, I didn't kill you, I was in this forest, here's my origin, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what's going on either. I followed the wolves, they tried to kill you, so I saved you. From there we go to another part of the city where people are basically, they need, life-saving medicine, but, unfortunately the city isn't interested in providing medicine. They're interested in opening up luxurious condominiums, hotels, things like that. And somebody in the crowd basically takes matters into her own hands. We go back to Green Arrow, and the guy mentions his name is Galahad, references to King Arthur, and he's like, no. Then we go to 30 years in the past in Siberia. This is the lady that's taken over Oliver's father's company, and she's remembering the past and how she first met Oliver's dad. We go back to more discussion between these two guys, and then finally Green Arrow gets a vision of the future. And if you guys remember in the Brightest day thing, everybody had do this, do that, and you'll live. In a way, it's kind of similar to that, but I think it's done in a slightly different way. And then now he's basically trying to figure out, is the forest trying to save him or kill him? So that's an interesting question as to what's going to happen. And it says stranger from the stars, so we know that's going to be a Martian Manhunter. Now, I thought that overall this was a decent building block issue. I know it's like a lot of the building block issues, they don't really tell you much, they just spoon feed you a little bit of information. But this actually, it was able to, I thought, accomplish a lot without preaching and without data dumping you. You learned a little bit more of a mystery about the forest and what it's trying to do. Green Arrow gets his mission in a sense. We learn who the mysterious guy is, Galahad, and we know that he's not, at least we don't think he's intended on harming. Green Arrow is probably going to be an ally. We get a small snippet of the life of the city, which we got before, but at least it was just enough to say, okay, we know people aren't being fed, now we know people aren't getting their medicine. We have, so it's, it's showing how rough things are, and especially how ripe it is in the sense that people are willing to starting to get angry because, they took out that one public official type person. In a way, this kind of reminds me a lot about what's going on right now, where you have, how many millions of people homeless, and, they're basically ready to be like the people in Star City, and you have government officials who don't seem to really care about that situation. So I think it's kind of an interesting parallel, imitating life type thing. I think that overall, like I said, it's a good issue. I think out of the Brightest Day storylines, this is definitely one of the more stronger ones, which really surprised me because I would have thought that Green Arrow would have been the throwaway title. But I'm really enjoying it overall. Highly recommend still getting Green Arrow. I think hopefully it looks like a lot of the storylines are going to converge through this title. So because it looks like this island or that one patch of life is a very significant, like a Martian Manhunter, the Hawks, and we'll see what else happens from there. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave it on the side. Who do you think Galahad's true motive is? Do you think Galahad is really going to be Green Arrow's ally, or do you think he's really he really was the one to shoot Green Arrow in the head, and he's going to be eventually his main villain? Subscribe to the channel, and I'll have more videos up later. So until next time.